Timing sometimes has actually made a lot of people settle for less. You would find the right person, and it is very certain. But are you looking at the right places? Are you taking the right steps? Are you just content with the fact that you've tried? The people are not noticing me. No. Come here real quick. Everything in life requires sacrifice. Don't ever feel that what your soul need is just going to come to you on a platter of gold. Take that step. Are you in a position where you feel like you really need something? Are you that person that feel like it is high time I settle down? How do I go about it? I am an introverted person. Today I'm going to be giving you steps on how, as an introverted person, you could find the right partner. Now, don't get me wrong, being introverted is not a bad thing, but some people have this quiet lifestyle that it has denied them of a lot of opportunities. Sometimes because they cannot take that step of reaching out, because they cannot take that step of, opening up, a lot of opportunities pass them by. As an introverted person, how do you make your approach to people? A lot of times it's because they fear rejection. A lot of times because they are scared of being in public or being embarrassed. A lot of times they don't want to be looked down. A lot of times they feel people are going to mock me if I go for this and I don't get it. My dear, this is the first step. As an introverted person, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you see somebody, your spirit connects with the person, you feel connected to the person in some type of ways, but for some reason you feel like people, or you feel that niche that if I make this step, I'm going to bluff. This is what you should do. First and foremost, respect and approach matters a lot. Be very open. Walk up to this person and courtesy and show some level of courtesy. Timing also matters. Ask them respectfully. Please, I would like to have a word with you. I am not so good with talk, so please indulge. The fact that you actually expressed yourself in some type of way without overly acting confident or bluffing or shaky has originally programmed that person's mindset to the fact that they are not expecting perfection from you. Be brief and direct to the point. Don't beat around the bush by engaging in long talks, because as an introverted person, the longer you stay, the longer you talk, the more blunders you are going to make. Make your intention known in a very short and respectful way. And you could tell them that I'm very good with calls. I might be a little bit jittery because I'm not so, be fine. It's not a bad thing for you to express how you feel. Being shy to approach a lady doesn't make you a coward. Being jittery in front of a lady doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean you're less of a person. Some people are overly bold and they get bounced because that overconfidence gets them to start talking and bluffing. At the end of the day, people realize they're just empty brains. They're just empty barrels. So it's better for someone to see you like a calm person that is, struggling with words, and later realize that you are actually a very sweet soul, than for someone to see you like an overly confident person, only to find out that a lot of the things you said were just to buy your way in. Now, once you make this approach, however it turns out, respectfully commend them for their attention. Then afterwards, once you've had this time to, get the person's attention or probably the person's contact, and they are kind enough to give you that contact, you take your time, give them maybe a day or two, then you reach out to the person. A lot of mistake people make. You get a lady's contact after some seeming conversation, and right there and then you start calling. That's a red flag, because it obviously shows that you're not patient enough to think through. You're not patient enough to come up with something you want to discuss with this person. You might get someone's contact, and at the end of the day, the person is going to work, the person is having a meeting, the person is doing one or two things, and you call 2-3 times and the phone is on silent. How does that sit with you? That's an outright rejection. You start beginning to feel like this person doesn't want to talk to you. Meanwhile, in the actual sense, they are busy, they are engaged. So it is always best you ask them, what time is convenient for me to reach out to you? Put them on the spot. They give you a time so that when you call at that time, they would be expecting your call, and be specific on the time you will call them. I'll be very, very busy today, but I'm likely to reach out to you at this time you've given me by tomorrow or in 2 days, so that we'll be able to talk properly, since I'll be engaged these 2 days. And also, don't over delay reaching out because you don't want to seem desperate. Learn to balance it. You reach out to someone, they give you their contact, be specific. I'm going to call you in a day or two, so that I'll be in a very convenient atmosphere so we could talk. You've originally programmed that person's mindset. But when you get a lady's number and she's anticipating your call, and after 1 week, it shows that you were not serious in the first place. Sometimes they could see your call and they wouldn't pick. So these are things you should do that will help you put yourself in a better position to be able to get a perfect relationship. Until we meet again, I remember your host, Simple. Do have a nice day.